Greetings, my name is James Nana Geist. I've been a history teacher for 20 plus years. I've been writing since 2016. I love my coffee and I love my Dr. Squatch cologne. If you enjoy my stories, please hit like and subscribe. My stories today are coming from Moonquake. And the first story is called Warehouse Fire by Fountain Park. This happened in 1977. In the Allentown, Pennsylvania Morning Call newspaper, dated February 8th of 1977, is a picture of my Uncle Fritz helping tuck the blanket over an injured fireman in the ambulance stretcher. The fire took place across the street from Fountain Park in a warehouse at the corner of Lawrence, which is now Martin Luther King Boulevard, and South Jefferson Streets. I kept this article in my files for over 40 years. I framed the article and gave it to my Uncle Fritz in 2019. Before giving him the article, I show my father the newspaper picture. My dad, William, says, "I was at that fire as well." 6 Allentown firemen are injured while fighting this particular fire. In 1977, Dad stopped by Nana Geist, and she said, "Bill, there's a fire at the warehouse, and Fritz is up there." Dad walks up the hill to check out the action and sees a fireman put a ladder against a brick wall where the roof is on fire. Dad thinks to himself, that wall can't be too sturdy to put a ladder against. No sooner does he finish that thought when the wall collapses, covering the fireman with bricks and fire. Dad flags down a fireman at the other end of the building, and the fireman says, "Hey, buddy, let us do our job." Dad says, "You have a fireman injured, covered in bricks and fire." The fireman runs over, finds his firefighting comrade, and calls Dad over saying, "Grab him by the pants and we'll pull him out." They pull the injured fireman out, and he is put on an ambulance for his ride to the hospital. 42 years later, I ask Uncle Fritz if he remembers Dad being at the fire, and he says, "I don't." I said, "Dad says to me, 'Can you imagine that? I helped save the life of a fireman and get no mention in the article.'" And Uncle Fritz gets his picture in the newspaper. My second story is called Smoke Breaks and Candy Crush. In 2018, research shows that workers who take smoke breaks during work waste 6 days of productivity a year. Research also shows workers lose 8 hours a week of productivity by playing on their cell phones, equaling 10 days of productivity a year. Non-smokers are asking for an extra 6 days of vacation per year. I should get an extra 16 days of vacation since I neither smoke nor own a cell phone. So God bless you, all humans and ETs. All my books are on Amazon, and thank you so much for listening.